Hi everyone, welcome to our fourth video of our Zoho Books tutorial series. In our fourth video, we are going to look at creation and importation of data, where we shall see how we can import items in regards to our products and services, our customers, vendors, and our chart of accounts. We shall see how we can either create or import all these various data. So we shall open our Zoho Books and then proceed. So we shall start by the items, and our items is at the extreme left of our dashboard for Zoho Books. So once you click on it, it will take you straight. Now, if you're new to Zoho Books, it will bring something quite different, but which will be easily navigable. What I have here is a few items that I had already added. Now, with our items list, when you want to import an item, you can come to the imports, and then you import it, or there are quite other features that you see here. The issue with the imported items list is that it has quite a number of columns, which makes it very hard to navigate which kind of are the columns that you actually need, or what is necessary for your work in your Zoho Books. So what you do to prevent that issue of having so many columns, you come back to your settings and then you go to items. Once you go to items, you click on your items and then you go to enable inventory tracking. This way it will be easier for you to reduce on the very many number of columns in the items list, and importing your work or exporting work work from your Zoho Books will be quite very easy. So once you indicate that, you will save your work, you will save that, and then you go back and either import items or create a new item list. So as you can see here, some items had already been created. So you can just go to export items, or you can go to create a new item, or you can import the items that in case you had done that before. So you can see that the items have been exported items. It comes with a preview before you can actually export them. So you can just read through them. You can export your data from Zoho Books in this kind of format, in Excel and all that. So the items could be like your timesheet, the customers. So particularly, we are going to import our items that has already been indicated here. Export, sorry. So you'll export them. After exporting them, it will now be easier for you while you are going to import all these items, as you can see here, our exported items. So as we wait for it to open. So this is in case you'd want to create a new items list, you can click on new and then you proceed to create. Now, in case you'd want to import the item that we had just downloaded, you come to import the items and then you'll be able to import them. However, when you have just opened your Zoho Books and you go to import items, like I'd mentioned before, it will indicate quite a number of columns. So it is very important and wise of you to first make sure that you've enabled the tracking of your inventory. That will make it easier for you to import all these items. So you can just export that again, and sorry, it's already here. So you come and click and see. So this is what it actually looks like. You can just push it a bit here. As you can see, the exported items from what we had created. So it will be able to indicate the columns according to the setting that we had already changed. However, if the items remain as the same, it will be quite difficult to navigate which item is actually which column fits where necessary. So if you want to import this again, you will now come back and import the item by clicking here, by clicking where we had already clicked before, and then you're able to import them. If you want to create a new item, like I'd said before, you come to the plus icon that was on the right side of your screen. indicate the name of the item or the good. You type it, the selling price, together with the cost price, and then you can track, you indicate tracking of inventory. So we can just indicate the name and maybe FR books. Select the unit sold. The selling price is 100, could be $100 in the sales book. So you can describe it in case you would want to give a description to it. Then you can maybe say red workbook. The cost price $65. Um, you can indicate the description in case you'd want to, but it's not that necessary, but it's also very necessary. Preferred vendor, we shall indicate that as we're going to add our vendors list. Select an account to track this item, which will be our inventory asset, and then the valuation method will be first in, first out. Our opening stock would be 80, but our opening stock in value per unit maybe be 65. Then you can save. So the item has been added, as you can see here, the item has been added. That on our opening stock, we have 80, and then our stock in hand, we also have 80. So, and the cost price is 65, the selling price is $100. So this is how how you can create the items list. So we can next on that, we can see how we can create the sales account. The customers, and the customers are found under the sales. Again, if you're new to Zoho Books, it will take you direct to where you can actually import or create a new customer, which is very easy to navigate. But I had initially recorded a customer before. So what are you going to do? You can come, if you want to create a new customer, you come and click on the new customer icon. And in case you want to import data, you can create an import data, which is provided by Zoho Books, and you're able to import it and put it in your Zoho Books. Export data, like we had already seen before. So create a new customer. You come and go to that icon again, and you create a new customer. Maybe it could be in terms of a business or an individual. So the customer name could be the email address. You indicate the tax. You shall also indicate it in case you have added tax, but we have not added a tax. The tax ID, the currency, the opening balance, payment terms, which could be due on receipt or end of the month, which is very important when you're sending in invoices. Then uploading of any document, which is very also important, especially when you're dealing with sending of invoices to these customers. Could be a receipt to show them actually that this is what you had ordered for and this is the receipt. So you have an invoice. We're sending you an invoice to remind you to pay or clear up your balances or clear up your bill. So you indicate, you can upload an invoice just for in case you actually have it, and then the company ID and all that. And like I'd mentioned before, if you want to import any data for customers, maybe you have your own customers that you already had, or any for learning purposes, the customers that could be availed as you are trying to navigate through your Zoho Books. So you can import them as well, which will make your work easier and making your bookkeeping very easy to navigate. So once you're done with that, you come and save in your work. So the contact has been saved. Then you can, as you can see here, we have an overview, and you can go to the comments, the transactions, mails, but we do not have any of these yet. And as we're going to record certain transactions, you'll see that as you record the transactions, the journal entries will be appearing somewhere down here, and you'll be so that you're able to track your financial statements or your reports accordingly. So next we shall see how we can actually import or create vendors, and we shall find this on our under our purchases. So under our purchases, you'll find the vendors, and this the same procedure that we used with the vendors and customers is what we shall use here. In case you'd want to import, or in case you're new to Zoho Books, it will lead you to a direct row of either importing them or adding new customers or clients. However, because I had initially added in a vendor before, this is how it appears like right now. So in case you'd want to come and add a new vendor, you come and create a new vendor, the company name, the display name, the email address if it's there, the tax ID, and then you're able to save in your work. In case you'd want to import, you still do the same thing. So the last on our importation on creation of this importation and creation, we shall also look at our chart of accounts. Our chart of accounts is found on our accountant. It is still found at the extreme left of our Zoho Books. So you go and look for your chart of accounts, which is right here. And we already know that the chart of accounts is the heart of an accounting system. If you want to add a new account, you come and add a new account. If you want to import, you come and import a charts of accounts, or export any charts of accounts like we are done with the items. So it's quite easy, and you can see that the process keeps on repeating itself. That even as you're recording a new chart of accounts, there are prompts that it will be able to give you, as we shall see when we continue with our videos. This particular video was just to show you how the processes repeat themselves and how you're able to import any kind of data that you have, maybe within your systems that you have already personal data. So this is how you do it. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you're enjoying the process.